I know you're real busy, and coming up this weekend we got the fight. We got a big fight, and everybody's asking everybody who's going to take the fight and their opinion of it. I'd love to get to hear a little bit from you. What do you think about the Conor McGregor and the Donald Cerrone fight? Like, how do you look at a fight like this, and how it might play out?
Well, the fight's going to be tremendous because Conor McGregor is just tremendous business for the company, for himself, and honestly, for MMA Junkie. I can't hate on Conor McGregor anytime he wants to fight, whatever it may be, whether it be boxing. I may not agree with the actual matchmaking sometimes or what he's doing, but once the fight's made and once we're here in fight week, it's pretty tremendous, especially here in Vegas. The town goes nuts. The Irish come strong to Vegas. It's something that you rarely see comparable to when like Julio Cesar Chavez used to fight and the Mexicans would come to town, or even when Manny Pacquiao was at his height and a lot of the Filipinos would come to town. It's along those lines. But breaking down the fight itself, I didn't like it at first when I heard it. I thought if they're telling us that if Conor wins, he's going to fight the winner of Khabib and Tony, then they're calling this a number one contender fight. Why is he fighting the guy that lost to Justin Gaethje? Justin Gaethje's won 3 in a row. Justin Gaethje's the number one contender. Get over on him, and if you can beat him, then you get the winner of Khabib and Tony. You know what I mean? I don't mind that Conor's popularity allows him to cut the line. And I don't mind that. I get that. I get the business, the politics side of it. But got to make a little bit of sense. You know what I mean? And again, Gaethje just beat Cowboy Cerrone. You would think he would want to play. You think he'd want to fight Gaethje and not Cerrone?
Right.
That said, I think the fight will go in Conor's favor. I think Cerrone at times is too macho, for his own ego. He does have some wrestling, and he's got great jiu-jitsu. And if he wants to go that route, whether he gets stuffed or not, at least get into Conor's head that, hey, look, I'm capable of taking this fight to the ground. If he does a little bit of that, then I think maybe the fight can go a little bit further, into the later rounds. And if it does, you might want to favor Cowboy because, again, he just has more tools. Once the fighters get a little bit tired, they tend to stray away and do, make mistakes or whatever. But I don't see that happening. I think Donald wants to put on a show, and show that, hey, look, I got some quality kickboxing, which he does. But he's had a little bit of trouble with the southpaws, especially the ones that can hit hard and get in your space, get in that phone booth fighting range, which is what McGregor does. McGregor doesn't just dance around; he comes forward. And man, that guy's got a hell of a left hand.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a left hand, and man, it's sneaky. That thing, he's really good at setting that thing up with the smallest little feints that the average guy may not recognize. But yeah, I can see it. And Donald Cerrone has a hell of a double leg and a single leg takedown, and he does have, from what I've heard, I've met several training partners, they say that he's black belt level when it comes to his jiu-jitsu. But man, Donald, we all know Donald Cerrone, he not only does he love to give the crowd a good fight, I truly believe that Donald loves to fight like that, man. He loves to stand up and get in a good little slugfest. He just seems to have that in him. That's going to be a great fight. And it sounds like that he's getting a pretty good paycheck, which is, it's cool to hear too.